BBA, BCom, Economics, BSc Finance, FinTech are usually the courses that every commerce student would end up doing after their class 12. But before pursuing these students, the students and their parents usually ask me this one very important doubt. How much money can a commerce graduate make after finishing these courses, whether it's a 3-year undergrad course or a 4-year honors program? Guys, before making this video, right, I went onto the internet to see what other people are talking about and what are the numbers and stats are they quoting. I went on YouTube, I went on Reddit, I went on Quora, I went on LinkedIn. But each and every place I got disheartened because nobody was talking about the real salary figures that a commerce student can actually make after finishing this course. That is why, guys, I decided that I will make a full-fledged video. If you are planning to do any of these courses, BBA, BCom, Economics, BSc Finance, FinTech, or any of the commerce programs, then this video is going to be very important for you because I am going to be showcasing and telling you the real salary figures. Guys, I have divided this video into 3 very important parts. Number 1 is that I am going to be obviously starting by talking about the salary figures, and that too role wise, so that you all exactly know which role you want to do and how much salary you can expect after your program. Second thing I'm going to talk about is the relationship between college names and the salaries that you can expect. And third thing that I want to do is I want to showcase the bigger picture to all you commerce students so that you all can understand what is the roadmap that is ahead of you and how much effort you need to put in order to make certain kind of money. I hope that is clear. Before we get started, guys, a simple request from my side. If you like the content on my YouTube channel, please give me a thumbs up. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and share my channel as much as possible. Now let's get started. First and foremost, guys, let's address the elephant in the room. How much money can an average commerce graduate make after their undergraduation? Guys, the real figure for all you people that I have to share is 2.5 lakh rupees per annum to 4.5 lakh rupees per annum. Yes. This is the real figure. Now, I know some of you people might put it up in the comments, but no, Kavach, my cousin did his undergrad from this and he got this much salary or he got that much salary or all of that. Guys, when I have to give the numbers on video, I need to do a complete research. When I say complete research, we have to look at data and stats of each and every commerce graduate. So somebody who studied in the best of the best college or somebody who studied in a very bad college. Somebody who's got like a really high package after undergraduation, like say 35 lakh rupees. And some of them, not some, in fact, a lot of them who have been unplaced and have gotten a salary of 0. So guys, it's a simple statistics that we've done. You guys would know what mean is sum of all observations upon number of observations, and we do that. That is when we got the figure of 2.5 lakh rupees to 4.5 lakh rupees. Now, however, to get you more clarity, I have divided this into certain roles so that you can understand what kind of role will get you what kind of salary, and that too in which kind of company. Number 1 are the marketing roles. Now, these are marketing analysts, marketing research analysts, brand managers, social media managers, all of those. Usually here startups and agencies would hire. So Boat, Mama Earth, Unacademy, Dentsu, all of them will be the ones who will go to various undergrad colleges to hire students. Here again, the average package is 3 lakh rupees to 5 lakh rupees per annum. Some of the companies and for some of the roles, we could also see a jump in the salaries from 6 lakh rupees to 8 lakh rupees. Usually they were startup. Now your major doubt would be that, Kavach, I want to get into marketing and that too with the top of the firms like say an HUL or a PNG or a Nestle. How can I do that? Guys, I'm really sorry, but the reality is that these top companies, right, do not go to undergrad colleges to hire for their top marketing roles. They will always go to the top B schools, whether it's an IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, all of them, to go and hire for, their marketing roles, because these roles are very limited in number and hence reserved for people who are doing their MBA from the top colleges. That is why for all you people, you will have to look at startups, because startups don't have very high budget, so they would love to go to the undergrad. At the same time, so many new agencies and D2C startups are coming, and that is where you can get your foot in the door for these kind of roles and for these kind of salaries. Second, and this is where we talk about money, which is finance. Now you would see, guys, on an average, highest number of people who are doing commerce in their undergrad would end up for finance roles. Now this could be anything: tax analyst, business analyst, associate, advisory roles, risk roles, all of them. And usually here you would see big fours or banks hiring the most. So EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, HDFC, ICICI Bank, all of them would hire a lot of undergrad students immediately after college for various roles. The salary packages here on an average we could see was 4 lakh to 7 lakh. However, for some top roles and for some top companies, this number was even 8 to 12 lakh rupees. Why am I telling that to you right now? Is because a lot of the finance roles are very much related to bonuses. That is why you would see that their basic salary would be 4-5 lakh rupees, but they can even make bonuses of 5-6 lakh rupees on the kind of deals that they crack, or the kind of revenue that they're getting to the company, and all of those aspects. Now again, just one example to share with you here is like DE Shaw. DE Shaw is in Hyderabad. It's a hedge fund company, and their average package, if I can remember correctly, is somewhere around 24 to 26 lakh rupees per annum. That too immediately after undergraduation. Yes, so some of those companies are also there, but again, because I'm talking about the averages, it's 4 to 7 lakh rupees for finance roles immediately after college. The third kind of roles, and we are seeing a growth of these roles, is business development. These are, chief of staff, business development, growth roles, all of those. Basically, these are students after their undergrad, they will start working with startups or companies in, the founder's office and all that. And they'll be doing everything from marketing, finance, sales, hiring, all of those aspects. And their salaries can be around 4 to 6 lakh rupees. And again, for some of the companies and for some of the roles, it can even be 8 to 12 lakh rupees. Usually here, you would see a lot of startups, edtech, SaaS companies hiring these students because they are in that 0 to 1 phase right now, and they're willing to, hire few people who will be doing everything. So generalist people who will be doing everything, and for that, those roles, business development, growth roles are the best suited roles. So if you think you are a hustler or somebody who can get shit done and work with multiple groups and teams and execute a lot of things, these can be good roles. And again, we have seen a good hike in the salaries and all as well. Next up, we have HR, which is human resources. Now I have no hate against this, but usually the salaries here are the lowest. Like 2 to 4 lakh rupees is the average of HR roles. And again, here the roles that you will get will be of an HR executive or a talent acquisition manager, or any of those aspects, which are the initial level things after undergraduation. One thing that I forgot, again, very important thing, is consulting. So many of you students ask me, Kavach bhaiya, after undergraduation, I want to get into consulting. Now guys, again, I have already made detailed videos on consulting and you can go watch it. But the reality is that not a lot of the consulting companies come to hire from undergrad level. Even if some of the consulting companies goes to the top of the undergrad colleges, but they are looking for specific research roles. However, the salaries are still great. So if you can make it to those companies after undergraduation, even whatever the role may be, it's great. The salaries are usually 8 to 12 lakh rupees per annum, and again, this can go up higher, all of that. But again, McKinsey, BCG, Bain, all of them are not hiring for consulting level roles after undergraduation level. They might be doing it from IITs and all of that. But for the commerce students, your SRCCs and all, very few companies go to those, and that too again for roles specific to research and all of those aspects. But again, you can do the research because every college will have different kind of companies coming for different kind of hirings. Now that this part of the video is very clear, guys, I was not trying to fluff around anything. I gave you the real exact numbers. Obviously, exceptions will always be there, but I hope you've gotten a ballpark of the kind of salary that you can get. Now, the second part of this video, which is the college name and the salaries that you can get. Usually, students oftentimes tell me, and their parents also tell me that, no, Kavach, we are from a tier 2, tier 3 town, so we want our son or daughter to be doing their undergraduation in tier 2, tier 3, and for masters we'll send them outside our hometown, or for masters we'll send them abroad and all that. And then they expect that after their undergraduation they will get a very good salary and a very good company. Sadly, guys, that doesn't really happen. I don't want to make it as a blanket statement, but the reality is that yes, top colleges of the country will try to get you top companies and for top roles and for top salaries. The reality for that is because so many of the top companies only go to the top colleges to hire. Now, obviously, after they go to these companies, whether you get the salary or not, whether you get that company or not, depends on your hard work. But what happens is that it's a closed door kind of a thing. Like I was talking about DE Shaw, right? Sometime from now, DE Shaw only goes to the top colleges of the country. Like they will only go to the top DU colleges or Karais and few of them. That's it. Other than that, they will not go to any other college to hire. So even if you're the best in your college, it still becomes hard for you. So your first job as a student should be to get into a top college, because that is where these companies come and have their recruitment drives and hire a lot of students. So it becomes easier for you. If you go to a tier 2 college or a tier 3 college, even if you're a very good student and intelligent student, getting an entry to these doors, even for an interview, becomes really hard. You might be writing hundreds of emails and reaching out to hundreds of people on LinkedIn, but it becomes really very hard. That is why I just wanted to be very honest with you. Your target should be to get into the top college. Now, I know a lot of the people who will be in tier 2 colleges might get disheartened. You don't have to get disheartened, because see, the top 20-30% of a tier 2 college also, right, somehow unka kuch na kuch ho jata hai. Like they end up doing something well. Now, whether it's through their college itself, like some of the companies who are coming to tier 2 colleges, they will get placed there, or even if they are not getting the role of the company that they want, these top 20-30% of a tier 2 college will still apply on their own, use their networks and still make it through. So if you are in a tier 2 college, what your next job should be, obviously you don't have to drop a college, but it's to make sure that you get a really good internship and then convert that to a job. So that's why I wanted to be very, very realistic. Third part of this video where I wanted to be very clear and discuss is the complete roadmap. What is the bigger picture? Now I know, guys, if you watch this video so far and if you watch it with your parents, you would get disheartened that, oh my god, we did commerce and now Kavach is talking only about like 2 to 3 lakh rupees, and what is going to happen? Oh, my cousin who did engineering got this much package, got that much package. All of those things will be there. See, guys, understand one thing. Please do not compare yourself with others. What happens with commerce students in undergrad level is that there is a huge demand supply thing. There is a huge supply of the commerce graduates and there is not enough demand for the same. That is why you will see that in your first year you will get 3 to 5 lakh rupees average package. From your third year onwards you can get a 6 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees. From your fifth year onwards you can be making above 12 lakh rupees. Now, the simple reason for that is the companies who are hiring commerce graduates, they themselves are not sure whether you will stick with them for long or not, whether you are good at your job or not, because a lot of the people do it only for 1 year, 2 year job and then they move to their MBA and all of that. So that is why there is no good trust between the companies and you students. So again, what I want to tell you is that if you stick with the company for long, or even if you switch but you get good skills, you can reach up to a very good level at the 5-7 year mark. At the same time, obviously, later on, if you do an MBA, it can be a great boost for you. Plus, there is nothing wrong with commerce as a field. It's a very good field. You would see so many of the top engineers from top colleges like IIT Delhi, IIT Mumbai, all of them, they end up going to MBA colleges in like IIM Ahmedabad, ISB, all of that. Why? Because at the end of the day, there is good money to be made in general management. After MBA, you get really good salaries. So that means at the end of the day, these people are also entering the commerce field only, right? But what you have to do is you have to obviously stay afoot, get the best skills so that you can compete with them and do really, really well. So I hope, guys, you've gotten this much clarity by watching this video. If you still have any doubts, question, queries, make sure you comment below and I'll be more than happy to reply. Along with that, if you've not followed me on Instagram or subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go do it right now. Also, please comment below and let me know what are the other kind of videos that you would like to watch on my YouTube channel. I'll be more than happy to make it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.